Hi guys, it's Michelle McCosh and we are live at 5. Hey Vicky! Hey Kathy! Man, it's cold here, huh? Jan, no, it is freezing here. My hands were not able to get warm today. I had to keep drinking hot chocolate just because the hot cup. Hi Anne! Kathy, the one you picked up the other day, the other one has not come in, no. I'll let you know as soon as it does. Yeah, it's colder than heck, but I think it's warming up tomorrow. I couldn't figure out how to turn the heat on, and so the landlord came over and they couldn't figure it out either. So they're sending the heating guy over tomorrow. Hey Mitzi, which of course I think it's going to be warmer tomorrow. So I lived, but it was cold as heck. All kinds of shipments and everything else delayed. You didn't pick up anything. Okay, Kathy, so then the ECD, the David ATC is here. The Annette Green one is not. We're talking about Annette Green. Hi, Andrea. Hi, Elena. So, Elena, your Tracy Scott stamp has arrived. I sent you a pickup notice, but not sure if you got it. So just letting you know it's here whenever you want. So talking about the Annette Green collection, the new Annette Green is, hi Jill, is supposed to be released on Wednesday. ECD are missing some of the pieces, so they've not sent it to any of the stores. So we won't have it for release day, nor will anyone else. But we will still do a pre-order because, you know, it's expected in the next couple of days, and then we'll have it shortly after. So we'll still put it up for pre-order, just we will not have it in stock. Nothing anyone can do. I think they're going to explain it on Wednesday, but I thought I'd tell you guys ahead of time. Hey, Robin. So that is Annette's first collection with the planner dies. So, sorry, I'm going to clean up a little bit while let me just drop those on the floor. Everyone will be excited. Hi, Linda. Everyone will be excited. I know if Stephanie's here, she'll be very excited. I found a full jar, almost, of my white. So now I have white embossing powder again. And what I will do, the one that I was using, I'll throw away. So, any day you want, Kathy, is good to help. Any day you want. Making pretty good strides, even with the intense cold today. I got a bunch of stuff to organize on tables, and I got some stuff I need to get up in our attic area, and then we're in pretty good shape. Okay, so first off, we did get a paper artsy order, and okay, Mitzi, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I got a paper artsy order, and in it was an extra couple of these. This is a Lynn Perella stamp. I thought this was kind of spectacular because you don't have to have it as a face. You could put, you know, some kind of body here, and it can just be a butterfly, right? Just a butterfly. So I thought that was kind of fun. And of course, you know, her imagery. Lynn's always got some great imagery. So we have a couple extras if anybody wants that one. I'll probably be using this one later in the week. It's LPC 041. And let's work on the page that we were doing on Thursday. So on Friday I had somebody come in at the last minute, an out-of-town guest. I've had nobody come in today. So let us go back to this. So what I didn't care for is the, I need to put the holes in here, obviously for the planner page. I didn't like these big blobs. So what I was going to do was find my alcohol and make it move, but apparently I forgot to do that. So we're going to leave it for how it is. Hey Charlene. Hey Yvonne. So we'll just leave the blobbies. I can get rid of those with a little bit of, well, let's try the alcohol blending solution. I don't think that'll work, but let's try it. I meant to grab my alcohol. I wonder what that is on the side. Whatever it is, it's gone now. That was weird. Let's put that in the trash. Okay. So I found all kinds of things. I'm still missing a whole bunch of stuff though. Let's just move that around and see if I can get rid of those blobs. Should never be afraid to experiment. If you don't like something, change it. Okay, so that's moving that blobby around and you don't see it as much. And let's see if we can change the look of this one. So, it was quite cold here the last couple of days. Much colder. Okay, so that's gotten rid of the blobs. We'll just let that move around a bit more. And let's soften this edge a little bit more. Okay, all right, that's good. Let's dry it. Hey, Doris. So I feel kind of confident that we can probably get our tables in the classroom set up this week. You had frost in your yard, Mitzi? Oh, it's horrible. You should never, these heat tools get very, very hot and they can actually give you quite a big burn. But if it's cold like it is here, it actually feels quite nice. Yeah, I had to have hot chocolate just so I can hold the mug. And I didn't want to go to the bathroom because I was like, oh, it's too cold. But it never got to freezing in my part of Florida. It got close, it got down to 30, but it, well, 31 I guess. We didn't freeze. But I know some of you guys had ice in your yard. Okay, so this is going to have to be on another page, obviously. So I did find a piece of paper. So I'm just going to cut it with a pair of scissors up here, so we've got something to work on. I don't have my trimmer yet. So what this will do is it will cover up the back and it will give me something if I want to add some sequins or something in there, make it a shaker. But we need to keep working on this. I do have this paper, which I thought it might kind of, godly language, that would look quite nice through there. 28 Mitzi, wow, yeah, lots of plant damage. Oh, Vaughn, yeah, sorry. Ice on cars. Ooh. Yeah, I guess because you're further to the... Well, no, you should have been warmer, Linda, by the ocean. So I do like... Let me hold this up. I do like that, and I might use it on some, but I thought... I have her face, and I wondered what that would look like through one. I kind of like her face through there. I think that could be fun. And then I did find a bee, so I'll stamp the bee for here. And then I found some of these sheets. These are old. I opened a box. These are from Teresa Collins' Junkets days. Do you guys remember that? I found like 13 of these, maybe. They're alphabet letters. So what I'm going to do is you just poke them out, and so you have the letter itself, and the letter is obviously with the pattern paper, but then you have the leftover that you can use, and I thought they were kind of fun. So I put them online if anybody wants to take advantage of me finding some stuff. You would look up, I'm guessing, Extreme Boy, and you'll find the letters. But I thought that's kind of fun to do that. Okay, so I think I will do her face. So I'm going to make kind of a collage perhaps on this piece of paper. Yeah, I've been finding all kinds of treasures. I can't believe the amount of basic gray I found. And I was like, oh, what do I do? So what I'm going to do is I've been collecting it in a box, and I will put it up online because, you know, we all loved basic gray, right? Oops. Didn't wash that brush. It's got blue on it. So let me just figure out. I want her about here. I want her there. So let me find. Let's hold that there. Let me find what I did with my matte medium. You missed how I made the gold part of the honeycomb? This was just cut out of gold paper. So this was one of the dies in the packet. You get 4 dies. This is one of the dies in the pack, so I just used this one to cut the gold, and I put that behind. Okay, let me figure out. I did move it. Ooh, the glue's cold too. So you guys will have seen that sneak peek that I guess ECD put up. And one of the items for the new collection is a cut-apart image book, or paper pad, kind of like the ones we get from Ciao Bella. So it's got some cool images in it to cut out. Which type? This one, Doris, I used. This is an Impressless. I found some when I was unpacking the box. It's an older one. I think it's been discontinued. It's called Sweet Friend, and it's 663213. So the embossing folder cuts out the holes and embosses the honeycomb areas. And then you have 3 extra dies that say Sweet Friend, and then the honeycomb that can go behind the windows. It was just kind of fun. So if you want, I know I didn't send your thing out because we're waiting for those paper pads, I think it is, Doris, on your order, and that should be here on Wednesday. So if you want to get that, just do it as store pickup, and I'll put it in your order. This doesn't really need to be dried, it's warm, so. I know, Jan, right? There's a manufacturer I know quite well. He's new to the scene, and I keep saying, oh, what do you think we should bring out? What, what's missing in the industry? And I'm like, oh, contact Basic Gray designers, bring Basic Gray back. Always telling them that. That's kind of fun with the face through there. All right, and then this was I think an old graphic 45. Maybe put some of that through here. Yeah, so let's cut that with scissors. And then we'll stamp a butterfly. So Kathy, come whatever day you like. Yeah, I just think that's kind of a little fun. But maybe I'll put something else in here. But let's stamp that bee. We'll stamp them on this piece. This is a Tracy Scott stamp set, TS027. It's got a very cool ladybug and a dragonfly as well. Well, I only know tomorrow, Kathy, so I don't know until people show up. Sometimes, like Saturday was or Friday was a complete surprise. But tomorrow I have people coming. I don't know when anybody's coming on Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. Okay, so we got a bee. I don't want to do the bee yellow because we've got a lot of yellow and orange going on here. So what I might do is do the bee pink. And let's see what I've got that's pink. Because, you know, I can do any color I want. Yeah, check, because I don't normally know. Like I didn't know on Friday. People just came in. Hi. Oh, I've got a customer came in. It's okay. No, it's okay. Do you need help?
I was just wondering if you were getting rid of these boxes, if I could take one.
Take one, yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Oh, I know Mitzi gave me water. Here it is. I covered it up. Okay. Let's use a little bit of pink. Oh, and Saturday, yeah, I had no idea about Saturday either. So let's just go with a little bit of a light pink on the wing. This is not a watercolor paper, so I just need to be a little bit careful. Yeah, I don't know how you guys up north put up with this weather. And I heard the groundhog was not very nice today, and said there's going to be 6 more weeks of winter. Okay, let's do maybe a darker pink for the body. Yeah, I will take all the help I can get in the store. I'm hoping Saturday we'll have the class tables done by then. And maybe a little bit of purple up here. Okay, let's dry that real quick and cut it out. Yeah, but Jan, it's like you can't go outside or anything. It's horrendous. Oh, Jill, yeah, I guess I should put clothes on. Maybe that's my problem. Hi, Susan. No, I couldn't find any gloves, but I do have 2 sweaters on today. And, of course, I use that butt warmer in my car. But I think we broke records down here. Hasn't been this cold in like 30 years or something. Well, hopefully the harsh weather's over. $31. Charlene, I was complaining because it was 31 here today, and it was very, very cold. So you think that's a heat wave? Oh. And I remember as a kid, we lived in Canada for a couple of years, and it got to like minus 40. But I think I was younger then. Well, I was younger then, so I think I didn't notice it as much. Or maybe my blood just thinned, and I don't like the cold anymore. It's very pretty to look at on TV. Normally I'd cut the antenna off and wouldn't worry about them, but I think in this case I need to keep them. Single digits. Oh. I guess you just don't go out though. Unless, you know, you're an ice skater or a skier, or not a baby like me. I'm definitely a wimp. But I've been having soup for dinner for the last week, which I like. Yeah. I need to do my planner page for February. My dashboard, I guess. Because it is February. But I'm still missing a lot of stuff, so... I'm really getting it organized though. So I have lovely customers that will send me little cards every so often, little thank you cards or hello or something. Or Christmas, birthday, whatever. And I keep all of them. I'm quite sentimental. And today I realized I'm going to need a bigger box to put them all in. Okay. Now let's just cut this little piece out in the middle here. I'll finish that later because it's boring. Okay. So she's going to go there. I think the bee is going to come here. And let's see, we need a word. And then I'm going to put some of these images under here. Right, and I'll put one up here, and then I'll find something else to go in the other places. So that one will go, oops, I cut that one too short, so that one's going to go here. I'll take this one here, make it bigger. Put that here. Let's find that alphabet set. Let's see. Because I can spell right across. Let's see. Just to let you know, you get 2 A's, 2 E's, 2 I's, 2 L's, 2 N's, 2 O's, 2 S's, 2 T's. So you can spell, let me see. I can do peace. I like the fact you can cut this into squares. And use the, if I save this even, right, the middle of the P. My fingers don't work properly in the cold. You know, I can put that and cut that square out. So, P. It's in October, Charlene. How about peace? I did the C already, right? I can do another E. And then we'll see if it fits. I don't like it when my other finger that's cold touches my other finger that's cold. Yep, peace will fit right here. So I'm just going to hold that up because we're at time. Oh, the 14th. 14th is my birthday. So that's what we have so far. I'm going to ink the edges and we'll finish the page tomorrow. I'll find my hole punch and see what other images we want to put underneath. Maybe I'll do a little shaker as well under there. We'll see what we can find piecewise. And then I'll, of course, have found my C in the meantime. Alright guys, thanks for watching. And I'll see you guys at 5 o'clock tomorrow. Have a good night.